Hello everyone, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Heavenly Sword. What? Hang on people, I gotta help my brother real quick. What? What's wrong? Warning, there is another save game if you start... There's another save game if you start on the title... Yeah, just begin anew, that's my old file.
I know, but I can't.
I pressed A. I just pressed A.
James,
It's my old file.
you're silly.
Start fresh.
But that's not how it works, James. I'll show you.
Why? What's wrong?
I'll show you. You can't save it. You have to erase the data before you start a new game.
What you're supposed to do to start a new game is once you save in that new game, you'll overwrite all the old data.
But that's not how it works.
You can't have two files in a Pokemon game.
I know.
You can only have one.
Watch it.
Okay.
It wouldn't let me save it. I'll show you.
Okay.
I just don't. Well,
That's...
go down new game,
Yeah.
and this is what it says.
If you start an adventure, you'll not be able to save it. Press up, select, and B on the title screen if you want to erase the current saved game. Okay. Delete all... That's how you do it?
Yeah. Alright.
I've always had to Wow.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it. I'm fine. But before... Oh, watch your step there. Before I get back to this, let me give you one last advice. Like, what starter do you plan on picking? You'll have a slight advantage, but get it to a Monferno, and you'll have a good advantage against the first gym. Because it's rock type. Okay, then. Okay, after helping my brother and giving him some Pokemon advice, welcome back to Heavenly Sword. Last time, I pretty much beat the game with the final battle, defeated Bohan and everything, but Noriko paid the price for using the sword and died. Today, I'm going to show off one of the special features, being the animation series. The Legend of the Sword and Guardians of the Sword. I'm not sure how long these are, and also, not only do I not know how long these are, I've never seen them. So, let's watch them. I hope they work, and they don't like... Oh.
One death gives reason for a second. The second lends glory to a third. And I curse the Raven Lord who lit the torch for terror in these lands. Some say he was mortal, a warlord thirsty for power, and the bloodlust and destruction he unleashed was real enough. But I say he rose from hell. The land you're standing on now was burning with hatred. Humanity itself disappearing like smoke. Our salvation, our hope, it came from the heavens. A soldier, furious and magnificent to behold, mighty enough to challenge even the Raven Lord. A heavenly warrior to lead mankind in one deadly battle, and shining through the horror, such a weapon. When the battle ended and our world was saved, the heavenly warrior had vanished. Only his weapon remained. And so was born the legend of our heavenly sword. And thousands would die for it.
That's it? Well, there you have it. Now you know what was so special about the Heavenly Sword. I do like this backstory that the Raven Lord was possibly a human but could be demonic. Like, again, that's the thing with myth and legend. History will become myth, and then myth becomes legend. Or no, history becomes legend, then legend becomes myth, and then myth becomes Mythbusters. Anyway, I do really like that sort of backstory to it. Now, the Guardians of the Sword.
As generations passed, the Heavenly Warrior lived on only in legend. But his sword's hold on mankind had only just begun. Salvation, survival, and peace just weren't enough. No. Men tore each other's flesh apart to wield the sword's heavenly power. They murdered for it, butchered with it, and in turn were slaughtered for clutching it. And to see this cycle of destruction, I swear it stirred the wrath of the gods. The sword itself began to feed on the bloodlust of its masters. It hungered for the souls of men, and those who wielded it would soon be consumed by it. Death, agonizing and inevitable. This sword, once a blessing upon mankind, had become a curse. And that was the beginning of our clan's story. With those first nomadic warriors who forged our legacy and duty to be sole custodians of the sword, to keep it from the grasp of mankind, and so protect the world from its insatiable appetite. Our forefathers moved ever onwards, a symbol of hope for the land. So be proud. For years our clan sustained this tireless vigil, and as we roamed, we waited for a day of glory so long foretold, when the legendary warrior would return to these lands and reclaim his heavenly sword.
Okay, yeah. So, now you know how Noriko's clan would come to possession of the sword. But the other thing I meant to mention is that the animation style that these shorts are used in, this was briefly used in the movie when I believe Shen, who's the narrator of the movie, I believe, or it was Noriko, they're describing Bohan on how he came to power, and they use this similar animation style, which I like that detail. Other than that, the only other things I can show is just the making of Heavenly Sword, but like I said, I'm not going to show these because it says trademark right there. So I'm going to end it here. And what better place to end it than the title screen? So, that will do for this episode of Heavenly Sword, and that will do for Heavenly Sword, really. Like I said, this game, to me, was really great. It had great potential. And it could have just been more had it had better success. Because it did pretty well. Demo, really? Okay, thanks for the demo thing that I never knew about. Maybe I should just stay on the menu here. Well, anyway, that'll do. This game, to me, like I said, it could have been greater had it had achieved better success. But like I said, this game was quite successful. It just didn't generate enough interest, really. But like I said, I hope of 2017 that they will indeed either make a sequel or re-release it for PS4, either one of the two. So now that is over, what will my next Let's Play will be, you will ask? Oh man, I gotta stretch badly. Well, for starters, it will be a PlayStation 1 game, so we're going back there again. 2, it will also be on my PS3 because I don't have a physical version. And as for what the game is, and the only hint, it's rated T, strangely, for the kind of game it is. Well, I mean, it's rated T, but it's kind of cartoony-ish, to be honest. But as for what it is, and the only hint, it's known for its very dark, gothic look, and it's just dark and gothic looking, and just has an interesting setting, and it's pretty medieval, if I tell you. It's just pretty medieval. So, that will do for Heavenly Sword. And so, that is it, and I will see you guys in my next Let's Play.